revelation. Volume. This is not the revelation. Volume attracts liquidity, right? The but or the dispensation of volume of water was measured at the, you know, Fibonacci, you know, like there's like Fibonacci, like it's basically it had to spill, had like the lily pad, right, has these spillways, right? It's totally submerged underwater, and there's an organ of this plant that uses leverage. It's like to push up, like in the morning, right? Push up and open up on the surface, and the water spills out, and eventually all that water spills out, and it's like seamless, like, you know what I mean? And like economy is actually the ability of the lily pad to sustain the weight of an ibis dancing on top of it and not submerging it completely. Volume, right? Dispensation, leverage, you know what I mean? There's like economism going on with the principles of the ibis moon sisters, which is actually I what they call isol ibis I and the solar it's ibis, and the solar boat is the lily pad. So Isis and Isol, Isis, Isol, ibis moon sisters, ibis, you know. And like it's funny because Phantom, right, is this it's digital cities, right? It's gonna be a people aren't like probably gonna use this crypto. It's probably gonna get spent by machines, right? The Internet of Things and all this kind of crap in Dubai, right? In this city, a smart city. But ISIS invested, I guess, or they went and found ISIS money or something like that. They froze that or whatever, right? Like basically they can confiscate, but they could freeze it. So then the price went way up. It's like, is people buy it because ISIS, or is this something happening? Like, did something happen? It's probably something not related. You know what I mean? But it's a young team. Somebody explained it's having a young team of people with no experience in this project. They they have limited amount of time staying with any project for a long time. So it's kind of like the logos, or they call it phantom because they're like maybe ghost the project. You know what I mean? But just because they're gonna ghost the project doesn't mean that ISIS isn't smart enough to go and use it real quick, right? And I'm not trying to demonize crypto or anything, because there's the ones that are dirt. You know, so the politicians are the ones that are using this shit. So like oh, Monero, it's all evil. Oh, dude, who do you think is using Monero? You know, you can't use the same thing. Your money sitting next to dirty politicians' money. What, you know? I used it in the gambling apps or some shit, or maybe I just invested in because I look at the technical analysis, and I thought that it's a good place to stick your money into. Just people want to use it as a store of value, just even though it's not a store of value, obviously. Like, what I mean. Like you could see like 5 years, 10 years from now, I wouldn't want to be holding, but for now, yeah, okay. So because you can make that movement on that decision on the fly or something like that, so can ISIS. You know what I mean? But while ISIS is doing it, like you have to know that that's like politicians, right? Because I mean, like we don't really have economism, and the agora is not enough to sustain our economy. Like the agora is the marketplace, right? Basically, the focal place of the economy is the mall, where people, the marketplace, right? So like what gives value to holding all these stocks and shares of shit is the fact that people exchange these receipts. So you can put a call or put option on something because people are buying it. If they're not buying it, you can't trade it, right? So like I don't know. I'm kind of losing my train of thought. Maybe you see where I was going, and then I took a detour.